What's up, everyone? My name is Troy from TechGamesEtc, and this is going to be my review for Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. Now, if you didn't see my last video where I actually do the Call of Duty Advanced Warfare Noob to Greatness series, you can go ahead look in for the link in the description box below. Now, let's get started. On the right side of your screen is PS4. On the left side of the screen that's playing is Xbox One. I enjoyed this game on both consoles. Controller wise, I'll prefer the PS4, just how the shoulder button and the left analog stick is laid out. But overall, I enjoyed it on both consoles. Xbox Live, however, was faster between matches. I would prefer to actually play it on the Xbox One, but you know me, I do both consoles. But I did notice that between matches, this game was faster on the Xbox Live. Also, when I was playing on both consoles, PlayStation Network, Xbox Live, I didn't really have any issues connecting. Frame rate issues I didn't really have. Connection issues, like on the Xbox Live, I did have a disconnect where it kicked me out, but that only happened once, and I played this game for hours. So both consoles are good, really good. Now, as far as the game goes, I like this game. I mean, and as far as my Call of Duty credentials go, I've always played the campaign most of the time growing up. I did not play the campaign this time around. I just went straight to multiplayer, and this is like a multiplayer only review. I didn't play the campaign at all. I just jumped right into multiplayer, and I like this game. I know I just said that, but I really like this game, even though I think that they should have had at least a little bit more weapons and stuff. But let's talk about, first of all, what I liked about this game. I really like the fact of having that exoskeleton, that exo boost, whatever. Now, if you don't know already, you have boost. Like, think of it like Titanfall. It adds a level of play to this game. I don't know a ton about the Call of Duty franchises, especially knowing multiplayer. I remember playing Modern Warfare, 3? I remember playing Black Ops 2. I remember playing Call of Duty Ghost online. So I'm just comparing it to those three, and it feels like sometimes, to me, it feels like Titanfall. It feels like Ghost. But having that boost really helps out with your exoskeleton. Like, you can boost up. I love the way the maps are designed. They really put the emphasis on using your boost for that verticality. So some of my favorite maps on this game are Green Band, Ascend, and Riot. And I like these maps because it just feels like when you have that boost, you can also not just boost up, but when you're running, you can dash forward, you can dash left, you can dash right, you can dash back. There have been times in some gameplays where I've actually dashed out of the way of enemies and bullets flying at me and things like that. So also, this game has really good sound effects. I mean, they're good compared to like Ghost and stuff. They're not as good as Battlefield, but they're up there. I really like the explosions. I really like the fact that you can actually throw grenades. It feels like you can throw grenades longer. Like, your exosuit will actually expand from your forearm, or it's like on the side of your forearm, and it will launch your grenade. Like, that was some of my gripes with previous Call of Duty. When you throw like grenades, it just felt flimsy at times. It really did. But this one, you have more accuracy. You can actually not only throw grenades, but you also can cook them before you throw them. If you don't know what cooking is, it's when you hold it before it explodes and you throw it so it can explode much faster once it's near the enemy. And also one of the things I like about this game, my final thing I like about this game, I like the fact that there is finally a consistent run without using a perk anymore. So there's the consistent one. So when you running, you don't stop like in previous Call of Duties. You're just strictly running, gunning. That's my style. I love running and gunning. I know some people out there don't like my style. It's understandable. I run and gun. It's hard for me to walk in this game or like crouch and like crawl and all this other stuff. But there is a consistent run in this game. So let's talk about some of the flaws that I had with this game, and they're minor flaws. They're at the end of the day, I still recommend purchasing this game, whether you play on Xbox One, whether you play on PS4. I recommend it for both of them. Like, even though I say the control to me for PS4 feels good, I would still play it on Xbox One. I still would play it on PS4. But at the end of the day, the point I'm trying to get across is it's worth $60 to me. So some of the things I think are bad about this game, the fastest shooting gun wins. And that's an issue I had. I've noticed this because, like I said, I don't play a lot of Call of Duty, but once I really got into this game, I started to see it more and more and more. The fastest shooting gun wins, regardless of what class of gun you have. If it shoots fast, it feels like you have an advantage, and that's the sad part about it. For example, I think it was the AK-12, right? I switched to this gun. Once I noticed the imbalance, I switched to the gun, is it called the Ball 27? Once I switched to this gun, it felt like I had the advantage. And the only reason it felt like I had the advantage, because if you don't know already, the Ball 27 is the fastest shooting gun in the class of assault rifles. So it felt like to me at a advantage, but it felt like it was an imbalance still. Because if you don't know already, one of the games I love, first-person shooting games I love, is Medal of Honor Warfighter. And when I play Warfighter, I would have the BER, something like that assault rifle, and it felt like I was downing people. With this, like, it's like the fastest shooting gun wins, and that's one thing I did notice. Now, also the hit detection. The hit detection on this game, I still question a lot. I'll have the MP11, which is the submachine gun. And I think it's one of the fastest shooting guns in the class. And I will be so close to these enemies, and it feels like I have unloaded an entire clip. And I know sometimes I do pray and spray. I don't pray and spray, but I just like letting that trigger go and just spraying. But I'm not praying and spraying. I'm really trying to aim. But but the hit detection still it seems like it's off. It really does. It feels like I get cheated and robbed, even though I see hit marker after hit marker up close and personal. It still feels like I'm not downing anybody. And also, you're gonna still have campers. Campers are rampant in this game. And ever since they have the exosuit boost, whatever, they get into these corners and they will stay there. There were some matches where I actually didn't do, like, no one did anything. Like, I was on the opposing team, whatever, running around with my teammates. You could not find nobody. And this was a full lobby, a real full lobby. And I was just like, wow, and also some of the perks for the exosuit feel pointless. And I'm going to actually talk about my next point of the bad I didn't like about this game. But I don't even use my exosuit abilities. Like, you have your boost jump, your boost dash, whatever. But I'm talking about your exo perks. Like, you can regenerate your health faster. You can run faster. There's also cloaking in this game, which I failed to mention. There is cloaking. But the good thing about how they balance this out, though, is you'll see, like, on the left-hand side, if I am showing it right now, you'll see this meter for your exosuit. And you can use it and you can use it until the battery drains, but it doesn't regenerate until you die. So the cloaking is not as bad as Crysis 3 cloaking, but you know, and most of the time in the hours I played, rarely people use cloaking, and if they use cloaking, you can actually still see them. But like I said, the exosuit sometimes, like, I don't even play with any exosuit perks. That's how serious it is, because I'm gonna lead right into my next point. The running and the proning still feel clunky to me. The same thing it feels throughout the Call of Duty series. I believe that the running should be faster. It's consistent, which is good, but it still feels like I'm still not running like Battlefield 4 type of running, or Medal of Honor Warfighter type running. When I press it, I feel like my soldier actually has speed to him. Because the thing about it is, it feels like the running feels clunky. And let's talk about the proning. The proning is, to me, the worst type of proning, because it doesn't go. You can't go straight down to the floor. Like, when I say that, is there's a section where there's like a delay, like you're crouching on your, say, knees and stuff, then you're going straight to your belly. That always happens. Like, the proning is so bad to me that I can't drop and pop as much as I want to. And I see people on Call of Duty do it all the time, but to go straight to the ground proning, it still feels clunky to me. It doesn't feel as fast and as fluid as Battlefield 4 Warfighter, but that's just something to keep in mind. But overall, this game is worth $60. I enjoyed this game. I really like the Exo Boost. I really like it. I really like this game so much that I don't even know if I could play the next Call of Duty, because this is my first Call of Duty that I genuinely like. And it's definitely worth a try. But there you go. There you have it, community. Tell me what you think about this video. Tell me what you think about Advanced Warfare. Are you liking it? Are you not liking it? Please feel free to leave a comment in the comment section below, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel and leave a like. It really helps out a lot. So I'll see you later. Thanks a lot.